welcome back to Vigor. It's your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of the JSS. I actually do like to put up my objectives in the top right hand of the screen, but the reason why I have commentary over them is because sometimes while you're doing something, something else happens, but you still have that main objective in your head. You know, okay, so I'm gonna go back to my old school single player PlayStation 2 example. So let's say your objective is to, I don't know, escort a convoy through hostile territory. So you're busy protecting the convoy and whatnot, and then they get shot at, and of course you kill everybody. But then you see this one AI run off into the distance, and you think, man, the convoy's okay. They're almost at finish line. Let me go over here and investigate. That is why I commentate over my objectives, because sometimes you have a task, or I have a task that I task myself with, and then something else happens, so I gotta go investigate. But I still have that main objective in the back of my head. And so, with that being said, let's focus on this gameplay. I'm going to bring out the VSS on Viktorsen Station. Normally, I would bring out the G3SG1, normally, but I'm trying to make this map work. This is probably my second most hated map in the game. Well, not hated, that's a strong word. Disliked map in the game. And my first is the Vigor Forest. But we're not here to talk about maps. We're here to talk about what I do in this game. And so the first thing I'm going to do is turn around from my spawn point. And I'm doing that because thanks to my knowledge of where I usually spawn at on this map, which is like right back here, I know there's going to be at least one person back here, because it does take time for you to loot all, four of those buildings. And if anything, somebody else is going to be back here too. So, potential third party. But I'm looking in that direction. Don't see anybody going prone or hear anything as well. And you see right here is when I slow down and I listen. I'm listening for wood. I don't want snow, because that means they're outside. I'm listening for wood. And it sounds like there's a conversation in there as well. And sure enough, I hear wood. Let this be a lesson to anybody who has the mindset of killing somebody in this game, but trying to wait for that golden opportunity. Anything can go wrong. You can get third-partied, they can turn around, or you can miss your shots as well. Just like how I did. Now, the VSS is powerful. Real powerful. Like 73 base damage or something like that. But small clip capacity, only 11 rounds. This is an assassin's weapon. It is. If you get 2 or 3 hits with this thing, your opponent is dead. Point blank, just dead. It's not meant for full-on engagements, at least in my opinion. I have multiple videos on this weapon, so I believe I have a little bit of experience in what I'm talking about. What I was waiting for was for him to leave out the other side, and I was going to put 2 into his back as he was walking outside. He wasn't running at all. He felt safe. But instead, he turned around and came in my direction. So knowing that my bullets can actually go through wood, I shot at him And I didn't care that the wooden box is right there to his right. And like I said, only 2 rounds, 3 rounds is all that somebody needs to kill you with the VSS. And so that's how I came out of that one alive. And it just so happened that I got the picture. If I would have went straight for the container, I wouldn't have got this picture. If I would have went straight for the town, I wouldn't have got the picture. Sometimes the game lays out a path for you. At least this is my philosophy, right? This is my philosophy. Based on my experience, I'm going to say this. Every time you die in this game, well, yeah, there's 3 reasons as to why you die in this game. 3 reasons. 1, the game was not meant for you to win. 2, you were meant to die because you needed to learn how people operate in this game. Or 3, you deviated from your path. Everybody has that one path that they're supposed to go down. And mine is this right here. You'll see why at the end of the video. But right here, I could have kept going for that container. I could have. But instead, what I do is come over here and investigate the gunfight. Now, there's a further one down there, but I'm not worried about it. Right now, I'm near the good stuff. The good stuff being the container and the buried cache. But you see, I'm crouching right here. I'm trying to listen. And I don't hear anything. Wherever that gunfight was, it was either here or a bit further down. And there you go. It's a bit further down. And so I'm trying to wait and see if I see anything. And I thought there was a person in that bush. Foreshadowing. I thought that it'll be right here, but it's not. I misjudged the distance based off of sound. And you see what I'm doing right now? All I'm doing is pre-locating the buried cache. But Jet, what do you mean by pre-location? What I do, this is going to sound weird, but it's the honest to goodness truth. What I do is that I try to place my mind where the angle of that picture is. And once I get that picture ingrained in my mind, you see how I'm looking backwards the entire time. And also for people as well. Once I see I got the angle right, all I gotta do is just look where the X is on the picture. And boom, found the picture. You'll see what I mean in a moment, but right now I'm still processing the picture in the back of my head. And right here I realize that it's further down. It's further down because of the sign in the picture. So I'm going to keep going down, and hopefully I don't get spotted out here in the open. And you see, I think I got it right here. And sure enough, I do. All I got to do is head right over here. And boom, here it is. And this works out because I used some healing stuff at the first engagement. So I need that extra disinfectant. And I'm probably going to use it as well. This works out perfectly. Destroy the picture, now I got some more room. And yes, you see that right. Red letters usually mean something's about to go down. I'm about to fight. But Jet, why are you about to fight? You see, somehow, some way, loyal viewers, somehow, some way, I always find myself in the airdrop area. It always happens. I don't mean to go for an airdrop. When I do go for an airdrop, I mean to do it. But other times, I just somehow, some way end up in the area. And so with my weapon out, I believe I'm going to pull up my map one time and confirm, wow, how did I get in the airdrop area? But I'm here nonetheless. And so you see me stalking the container. And this is dangerous, but it proves a point. I'm prone out here in the open, and I'm not getting shot at. Either because somebody's waiting in a tree and they don't see anything, or nobody's around. Spooky. I know, very spooky. Now, somebody uses the detector, and sure enough, I am in an airdrop area. So what do? I run straight for the detector. Straight for it. Because I know they're only doing that to ensure how many people are around the airdrop area. That true sense of insecurity is now confirmed. They know that they're not alone. And so, why not scare them? It's not over. Listen. Now, I could have put music over that entire thing, right? I could have. But I didn't because I want y'all to hear what I heard. If I would have put music over the sound of that guy crawling to the sound of gunshots, y'all would have missed the point. My point of that engagement was this. Yes, I could have shot a guy as it was right in front of me. I could have. But instead, I traded off hit chance for advantage. You see, if I would have shot the guy as he was immediately in front of me, he would have been prepared. Because it takes nothing to pull out an HRT right in front of you and shoot at somebody who's directly in front of you. I waited until his back was towards me, because then he'll be scared. He'll be scared by how he was just walking past the detector and he's seen two people past where the airdrop is going to land, and yet he got shot in his back. You seen how he jumped whenever I started shooting at him. Psychological warfare. And yeah, the mortars come down. The mortars come down because I'm trying to open this freaking container as quickly as possible. And there we go. Now, granted, my aim wasn't the greatest when I was shooting on his back. And this was probably played at like 2 a.m. now that I think about it. But hey, a kill's a kill. And a stealthy kill is a stealthy kill. And you see, yeah, I could have just walked right into the forest, threw a flashbang, and flushed that guy out who was crawling. Right? I could have done that. But he was prone for a reason. He was trying to not get detected. That's the entire point of him going prone. So why would I run through a forest looking for an ant when I'm the ant eater? It takes a that's a weird analogy to say, don't get me wrong. But he would have the advantage. Yes, I heard him, but he's sneaking up on me. And so in that scenario, my element of surprise is gone. He already heard and possibly seen me looting that body. And so that's why I decided to loop around and just wait to see if he does anything. And sure enough, he ran towards the airdrop and just so happened to be... Actually, you know what? Let me explain that part too. Notice what side of the airdrop he was on. He was on the side that was covering him in the direction of where he heard gunshots at. And it wasn't pinpoint because he wasn't wearing headphones. If he was wearing headphones, he would have heard me get up and run for like 2 seconds to hide behind a tree. He would have heard that. But he didn't. And I know that because he positioned himself roughly in the direction of where he heard gunshots. He didn't put himself on the corner of the airdrop. He put himself on the flat side of the airdrop. Go back and rewind the video if you don't know what I'm saying. He put himself, like, he didn't use the airdrop for cover efficiently. That's what I was trying to say. But I'm out of here now. ADR on my back. 3 kills to my name. And that's that. Now, if this is your first time watching my video, or watching any video on my channel, let me explain something to you. I am most proud of the kills that I work for, not for the kills that come as a result of the shootout. What I just said was, that final kill is what I'm most proud of. Because I used sound to detect where he was going, and then played it safe. And just so happened to end his life with 1 bullet. The other 2, messy. Real messy. That first one, it could have been pretty, could have been clean. If I would have set my VSS to 2 bullets, pulled out from the scope, and just fired 2 shots at the guy as he was using the comm station, then yeah, that probably would have been it as well. But no, I don't take as much pride in full-on shootouts where I come out on top. I take pride in sneaking around, finding that one golden opportunity, and ending someone's life. And there have been times where I ended someone's life, and that someone was part of a team, and that teammate didn't know what to do, so they either left, chased me, or went to their friend and be like, "What happened?" And then that's when I get the 1v2 in my favor. They both die. You know? So, that is how I play this game. That's how I play this game. And yes, this could have been a VSS Ventura stress test, but we all know this thing passes. I got a video where I become a threat with the VSS. This thing's a monster. I love it. It's an assassin's weapon. It's basically my weapon, but sometimes I get the worst luck in encounters due to my own actions. And you know, I'm not afraid to admit it. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect at all. And so I hope you all have enjoyed this video. And I'll see you in the next episode. Until next time, peace.